So I'm back to talk more about the Bronze Age shirt, specifically the Egtved shirt from the burial in Denmark in about 1370 BC. This is the shirt that I believe this drawing here is the Egtved shirt example. These are other examples from other burials, and this here is an example of the skirt that the Egtved girl was wearing, which was the string skirt. I don't plan on making that yet. That might be a little while, but I want to show you my process for patterning out that shirt. So I am not a super big human. I am about 33 bust, about 27 waist. I'm not sure what my shoulders are. Anyway, I can get away with a yard of fabric to make this little shirt, and I actually have to shorten it because the first shirt I made was a little too long, so I had to shorten it and not use the full width of the fabric. But this is a piece of fabric I have that I have measured out. I actually folded over one selvage edge, and I used sort of the apex of my boobs, which translates to roughly almost the bottom of my shoulder blades in the back, because this seam is actually in the back and not the front of the shirt. And this is the shirt that I made last, which is a little too snug across the chest. This is actually backwards, but like this. So what I've done here in this one is I have taken a yard of fabric and I have folded over the top edge a little bit more than I did with my second one that I made, more to correlate with a little bit lower on my back. That will give me a little more space between my shoulder and my armpit. It'll make the sleeve a little fuller, but I think I can taper them a bit. If I look back at the diagram, it seems to me that there's a little bit of a taper, and that might be from sewing, but it also might have been from the need to make the sleeve a little bit narrower. I'll have to look back at that again. So my next step, I will show you in just a second. All right, so I have the one I made, the second one I made. If I lay it over like this, you can see that the sleeves are going to be about the same length, maybe a teensy bit longer. But really what I'm looking at is that this is a little bit longer here. And when I cut, I'm not going to cut all the way in here. I'm going to cut out here, almost where this fold is, so that I have a little bit more space across the chest and so that it's not so tight. So that is what I'm going to do next. Okay, so this is a different diagram, but it's from the original research that I was using, and this is actually a great cutting diagram and assembly diagram to show you what we're looking for. And if you look here at this one, which is the Egtved Girl shirt, There is an ever so slight taper toward the end of each sleeve there. So I am going to taper my sleeves just a bit, just to give it a little more of a graceful fit. So that's where we are. And in the next video, what I will do is show you my sewing and assembly process. So see you soon.